Hello and welcome to this episode of What's on My Mind with Kaleb Paddock. I'm Kaleb Paddock, the founder of 10 Talents Financial Planning. What's on my mind today is why you don't want to sell your 401k investments right now. And it's not just because that's what you're reading on Google and Yahoo Finance. There's a tangible reason why you don't want to sell right now. And it just happened at the end of March. What am I talking about? I'm talking about all the dividends that just paid out in your investment accounts, your 401k accounts, other retirement accounts, brokerage accounts. So what does this mean? Well, let's say you buy 100 shares of XYZ mutual fund, and a year later, you haven't put in any more money, and you should just have 100 shares sitting in that mutual fund. Maybe not. If there have been dividends that have been reinvested every 3 months or every 6 months, depending on how the fund pays out dividends, you might log in and see, I have 102 shares or 103 shares. Many years later, you might log in and see you have 110, 115 shares, more shares than when you purchased the investments, but you haven't put in any more money. How the heck did this happen? Well, what happens is if you have your dividends reinvested in these accounts, you are buying more and more and more shares every 3 to 6 to 12 months, depending on when these funds pay out. This is why you don't want to sell your investments during market declines, because even if you don't put in any more money, your investment accounts are buying more and more and more shares as you go. This is part of why compounding interest is so powerful. Not just the price of the investment you purchase going up or down, but the dividends buying more and more and more shares. If you sell during any time market declines or market increases, you lose out on these dividends. This is probably the biggest factor I see people missing. They see the price go down, but they forget. If you sell, you don't get those dividends anymore and you lose out on buying more and more and more shares. So I hope this is helpful for you if you haven't thought of this before, but I encourage you to think about this before you sell. Not just the price decline, not just that fear, but what are you losing? You're losing out on these dividends. That's what's on my mind today. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day.